Wait, I'm not dumb. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got a 6v6. I'll be going through each of the players. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There. Alright. Oh. Oh, what did I do? How did I do that? How did I resume the game? I didn't do anything. Uh-oh. And I already broke it, guys. Alright, so fantastic. First of all, we have in the teal, at the north end of the map, we have NamesSuck playing the vampire faction. I broke the game 10 out of 10. I know. I just, this is why we can't have nice things. Alright? I warned y'all. And actually, I'm gonna make myself kind of go down here a little bit. Yeah, we'll go here. Here? Here. Perfect. Yep. I planned this all out. I swear. Alright, fantastic. So, on to the purple. In the purple, at the northeast end of the map, we have Frostbitt3n, who has elected to play, looks like... Wait, how do I pull chat up? Isn't it F5? No? I don't know what I just did. I thought I could pull chat up. I guess not. Alright, that's fine. This is Britonia, I'm guessing? I'm not actually sure. Yes, Britonia. Perfect. So we have Frostbitt3n as the Britonians in the east end of the map. He's also looks like he ran down and poked MisterWinner here just for funsies. MisterWinner is, as usual, playing his main race, the High Elves. He is over here in the blue at the southeastern end of the map. There's normal creeping antics being employed so far. Nothing truly fancy. Down here at the far south of the map in the orange, we have SHEIK. And SHEIK is playing... the Dark Elves, right? That's right? Yeah, it's the Dark Elves. Perfect. Yep, looks like SHEIK is on the Dark Elves at the south end of the map in the orange. Sorry, guys. I'm, like I said, familiarity. Alright, Dice is already obviously pushed out. He's creeping. He's clearing out some camps near his house here. Doing his yard work. You know how it is. Up at the north end of the map in the teal. I think I already introduced him. Yep, I already introduced him. He gets 2. At the northwest end of the map, we have Nightmare playing his main race, the Lizardmen. And then at the, yes, you are correct, at the southwest end of the map, in the yellow, we have Dice, who is playing the Warriors of Chaos?
A player's forces are under attack.
I believe. I feel like something went wrong with the initial creeping here. I'm guessing this is not a practiced creeping route. That is brutal, actually. Fighting the first camp. Wait, no. Oh, it looks like he killed some. Maybe he killed most of the camp. Yeah, so it looks like he cleared most of the camp. He didn't finish it off though because he got too low. And that is gonna offset his that's gonna offset his creeping by quite a bit. Frostbitt out here as well, creeping. Doesn't look like there's actually been any exchanges between the players just yet. There we go. Nightmare came back out, or Nightmare came back out, and he's trying and trying again. He's getting dangerously close, and his hero goes down to a creep camp at the very beginning of the game. That is a brutal offset. He's going to be really far behind because of that. MisterWinner clearing out another creep camp on the west end of his base here, just establishing if he wants to move into his natural expansions. No actual player interaction just yet. It's always interesting in a full map like this. Once you get to this part of the game, and there actually hasn't been any meaningful player interaction. Soon enough. Now, and there it is. He fucking did it, folks. He cleared the creep camp. All right. I think that's a W on its own. We should probably send Nightmare some money for that one. I think that he should just retire. He should set his fucking spike-laden club down and walk away as taking this as a W. Alright, so Names is also just kiting some creeps out, doing a little leash antics here. I would say this might not have been the base he wanted to take. He ends up being very, very close to Frostbitt3n. Which I'm sure as soon as Frostbitt3n recognizes that, he'll probably take a much more aggressive stance towards Names up there. Oh, we have an exchange here. There we go. MisterWinner and Frostbitt3n going at it here in the middle. Fighting at one of the shop creep camps. Blue Spearmen are actually getting fucking hammered by these sea giants. Yikes. Nightmare's hero goes down again. This time to the heroes of NamesSuck. Caught him a low health. Nightmare was out roaming on the map, and as I said earlier, that getting put this far behind from the initial creeping, that's gonna make the rest of the game just very, very difficult for Nightmare to get back into. Dice just finishing off a couple creep camps here. Does this gold mine seem really small to anybody else? Is it just me? I swear, it just seems really freaking tiny. Look, this dude is almost as big as this gold mine. Look at this shit. He's literally as tall as that fucking gold mine. What? That's a tall guy right there. Holy shit. Okay, so SHEIK's getting a little poke in with the hero on from MisterWinner's north end here. Probably trying to run in and punch this this guard tower down, and then towers, or then he oh, okay, actually that's the portal in by MisterWinner himself. He's trying to get the surround. No, actually he wasn't. It looked like he was trying for a surround. He almost fucking got boxed in his commander there. Looked like, I guess it was unintentional. Well, Frostbitt3n has once again edged himself into a bit of a lead situation here. He's just ahead. He's got a very healthy 1000 EXP into the level, basically a full level gap on the next player. Oh no, actually I take it back. MisterWinner is only slightly behind him. Looks like about 300 EXP. That's not a big deal. Everything's quiet again out here. People slinking around trying to snipe any creep packs they can find. Purple finding himself sandwiched right now in between MisterWinner and Dice, though. Hopefully, if either one of them catch wind of what's going on. Oh, I guess they oh, there we go. Blue and purple actually down at the bottom. Looks like Dice is pushing into the south end of MisterWinner's base here. Just taking out the free farms that he used to kill the creep camps at the beginning of the game. And once again, looks like MisterWinner is going with his patented dragon strategy. The Bretonnian player has constructed a wonder?
The town is under siege.
Wonder heroism. I'm guessing this takes 8 minutes. And like when this finishes, it's just mass. It's just a massive buff. To be fair, Teal's probably going Van Carson's. I feel like a Van Carson could just kind of, you know, think and ah, shit, I missed the fight between Dice and NamesSuck down here at the... Or sorry, it was Dice and MisterWinner.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dice did trounce MisterWinner there, sending him packing back to the base after killing his heroes. As well, at the same time, he is pushing in through from the south end of his base. He's taking out the Dragon's Roost, which will now cripple the production of any future bound or moon dragons. Trying to get his hero back up, but I would be very surprised if Dice doesn't just sit in his base until he's pushed out of the game here. I love that SHEIK is just casually expanding. He's just casually expanding. This guy's whole world is getting shit on. Dice has moved his aggression to the Bretonnian player. Naturally, as there is a 8-minute timer on losing the video game, most of these players are probably going to take up a pretty aggressive stance towards him now. However, Frostbitt3n's army is very strong. He has a very healthy red group of knights here. His levels are all pretty healthy as well. He's got a full, like I said earlier, a full level lead. I'm not sure what Maj no chat means, but Mr. Winner's already out of the game. Dice is again trying to push up into Frostbitten's base. We might have a group effort here. They're temporarily forming an alliance, it looks like. It looks as though right now Dice and Nightmare have teamed up to push into the Bretonnians' base to try and take down the Wonder. They are on the clock. If they can't push into his base and take this Wonder down, it looks like it is a just crazy buff that all of his knights gain an additional 500 health and 20 hit point and mana point regen per second. Holy shit. He definitely laid this place in too. Got walls and walls and walls of guard towers to try and make this as difficult to encroach on as possible. Honestly, they should have gone around. If they came in from here, there's three towers. They really wouldn't have to get through much at all. I'm not sure if Names knows about that. He doesn't look like he's posturing in any kind of an aggressive way towards this Wonder, though. The timer is ticking down. We've got less than 3 minutes. I would assume, based off of the research. We've got about 3 minutes until the completion of the research. And Frostbitten achieves godhood. Dice poking into the remains of Mr. Winner's base down here. Frostbitten pushing back out and annihilating / rampaging over the Arch Sorcerer of Tzeentch. The timer is ticking away. We've got a very small amount of time before this Bretonnian player finds himself with an easy W, involving layers of guard towers and a Wonder. Taking so long to get used to the new avatar? I'm sorry. Took me too. Looks like Nightmare brought over the a pack of Codal here. And they are once again trying to push in. Actually, it looks like Nightmare's. Oh no, SHEIK came in to deliver the killing blow to Mr. Winner over here. That is brutal. Still, they're trying to aggressively push into the base here. With just a handful, a couple of heroes and a pack of Codal and a Dream. It is not looking good for anybody that isn't Bretonnian right now. I don't see a way that they push into this anymore. I think they are out of time.
A town is under siege.
I wonder if the Wonder shows on the map to everybody. Like if they can just see it. So yes, after Dice came in... Oh, the Wonder's already done. The Wonder is complete. So all Britannian heroes, including Grey Knights, gain 500 health and 20 health and mana per second. He says Wonder is overrated. Don't hype so much. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Grail Knights having 1100 health is pretty crazy. Still, Nightmare and Dice are trying to work together to bring down the Bretonnian. With his newfound power given by the Wonder, he is not an easy match. In fact, he's actually pushing them back, both of them at the same time. Alright, sorry. Purple just teleported back as NamesSuck actually did siege from the north, as I mentioned earlier, and he did siege with the Van Karstens. Unfortunately, he did it about like a minute too late, right? If he'd done this about a minute ago, he probably could have stopped the Frostbitten from winning with this move. So does the buff go away once you kill the Wonder? That I do not know. As a due note, if you do build a Wonder in a free-for-all, this can and will probably happen to you. And the one thing I'm curious about is going to be if the buff does in fact go away once the Wonder is brought to the ground. If the buff goes away, then they can actually, they can get back into this, but if it's permanent, I don't think it'll matter anyway, actually. I don't see a world where Frostbitten comes back from this. This is a devastating attack. This has completely cleared out his main base. It's just ransacked his production. He's down to 10 supply cap. He's got 10,000 in the bank. But maybe the play right now is trying to hide some workers somewhere. He's trying to get a peace treaty going on. Otherwise, I doubt he has a way to get back home. Let's see. Oh, he does have it. He has a portal of town portal, or a scroll of town portal, so he could get back home if he really wanted to.
The town is under siege.
So through his acts of mining wood, Frostbitten has actually opened up the southern access to his base now. One of the maps that the tree line actually stops being a wall once you harvest those trees. Got a duel going on between the heroes from Frostbitten and the frost worms from NamesSuck at the top here. It's definitely not the fight that Frostbitten wants to take. He runs all the way back behind his archer tower wall. Frostbitten says, "I'm dead. Stop." He's entirely pulling a bluff, because he absolutely has over 10,000 gold in the pocket right now. But Dice coming in to take his pecs as well at the mortally or grievously wounded frostbitten. See, I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like NamesSuck is being adventurous with his enough with his flying units. There's so many like angles that that you can get into this base and actually do a lot of damage. Wonder was overrated, turns out. To be fair, it took 4 players banging on his base to bring the Wonder down, and it still almost didn't work. We have a skirmish in the north between Dice and Names, or no, sorry, Dice and Nightmare. Nightmare just content to fly around with his Codal pack and not really bother anybody. I think he's just living his best life as a lizard burb right now. Although coming through the wood line, he actually does sneak into the back of Dice's base here and pick off all of his workers. He just has to be hopeful that Dice doesn't just walk up north and kill him for it. Total do very strong damage. SHEIK's trying to push in onto Frostbitten's base here. Given that it is just a ball of archer towers built together around a town hall, it's probably going to take a little bit of time to whittle his way in here. See, I wouldn't even be building. I don't know, can you build like up here? Because if you can build up here, I would almost wonder if that'd be a play for Frostbitten right now. To like try and find some corner of the map to start building a bunch of production. He has 11,000 gold. If you can just set up some production somewhere and you know, some supply buildings. Nightmare is still floating around the map, looking for any opportunities. It's actually all quiet out on the map again. Purple busy licking his wounds, trying to formulate how he's going to spend his money. Which it looks like with a northward castle. Potentially exchange here between Nightmare and creep camp. Oh, Nightmare getting in a little bit of poke harass on the Dark Elves barracks here. I don't think he's going to accomplish too terribly much, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
This would be a high priority base, I would feel. This right here, I don't know. I feel like I'd be getting set up here because it's so far out of the way. We got a large battle right here going on between Names and Dice. The frost worms of the vampire army and the heroes and a couple corn warriors from... Oh, this is actually a bad position for Dice to be in now. Although, oh, Nightmare and Dice are still on a team. That is bad news for Names. The Codal actually shredding these dragons. They do a lot of anti-air damage. And he turns back on Dice, actually. The dragons having been pushed off, he decides to pick a fight with Dice's heroes. And what do you know? He found a little nook up here in the north, and he's reestablishing. I'm dead. Leave me alone. Never fall for that, by the way. I would imagine by the time they find this base, this is gonna be like fucking 25 arrow turrets or whatever. Frostbane and NamesSuck and Nightmare fighting out in the middle here. The Codal definitely seeming like they have I wanted to say a bit of a fair fight here against the dragons. He's turning on the hero now, trying to chase him down and finish off the Master Necromancer, but he does get away. Uncertain on what he wants to go for there. Eventually he decides he's just gonna back off. He does want that dragon. You can tell he wants that dragon. And once the one's dead, the heroes trading down on the ground while the Codal overhead are easily adding in a bunch of peck damage. They really don't do much to him though, do they? Oh, Dice and Frostbitten actually exchanging down here at Frostbitten's base. Dice picking off one of his heroes. And then it looks like Frostbitten's actually fleeing up north to his other base. Acting like he's harmless. Wood production is the only thing holding back Frostbitten right now from just really quickly ramping up to a new base. Arrow towers are actually putting in a fair amount of chunk. All of these corn warriors are very red. It looks like Names found one of Nightmare's expansion opportunities here. And SHEIK found Frostbitten's hideaway base. I don't know what that means. But here, this says VSEX. I'm just gonna point that part out. Nightmare's Codal getting awfully injured here. I'm not actually sure if this is the push he's looking for. Hopefully, I think he's trying to get down the Dragon Bone Valley and then get the fuck out of there to shut off the dragon production, which is not a bad play. Oh. Looks like Names coming in from the side to try and help defend his buildings against the push. He's already lost his dragon roost, so that'll definitely set back his dragon production here for a little bit.
A player's
Name's uncertain if he wants to be aggressive here or not. Lots of healing are going out between both sides. Eventually, it does look like Names is going to take this fight, though. Although the addition of the new High Priest here of the fight might change things. Looks like the heroes are trying to kite away while the Frostworm is probably just going to get picked apart here. After killing all of Nightmare's Codal, though, he's actually out of anti-air. Oh, he's out of units over here. Actually, most of his units are anti-air. Dice pushing into SHEIK's expansion here, trying to shut down and make some plays against the other powerful players on the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's like just some creeping up north. Dice making a big push out across the map. I would believe this is to shut down Frost for good.
A town is under siege. Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, looks like Name's doing a bit of harassment on the back end of Dice's base here, killing off his worker line. This should be the last time Dice wipes out Frostbitten's units. I can't imagine him getting back from this position. And a handful of Codal trying to push back Names' advance here. Does not seem to be enough, in fact. I'm actually surprised he's not spamming the light the torch mechanic. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's if he's missing another structure that's needed to do that, or. But in any case, Names is definitely clearing this base out and pushing Nightmare back down to one base. Dice is still roaming around the map. Dice has a very big chunk of the map established. He's certainly looking like the pick to take this one, with both having a decent leveled range of heroes here, about on par with SHEIK, to be fair.
Forces are under attack.
But also just having the majority of the map established and having more expansions than anybody else. I was gonna say more money too, but ain't nobody coming up with as much cheddar as Frostbit in this match. Dice teleporting out to stop a push at his western base here.
A town is under siege.
Dice picking off the Grail Saint from Names, sending him back to the altar. Does look as though Frostbitten has finally been cleared out of his northward expanse and cleared out of the game. That is it. Frostbitten is officially out of this match. So let's see where everybody's at. Nightmare is completely mined out on his main. He has 3,500 gold though, so he has a decent stockpile of money. I think he's just happy to float around with 50 supply and, just like I said, live his best life as a lizard and try and find things to do. a large pushing force heading across the map. Okay, we've got a timeout. Not sure if it's like a technical thing or what's going on, but we have a bit of a pause and not a big deal. I wish I could look around the map though, but that's fine. So if we're looking at supply, right now we have two players that are basically max supply. Dice and SHEIK, yellow and orange here on the map. And then we have Nightmare, who is, as I said, mined out on one base. He's just been floating around with his pack of flying units. And just keeping vision out, I guess. NamesSuck looks like he's got 2 extra bases established, so he's on probably mining from 2. So right now, I would say that this looks like it's down to Dice and SHEIK. Just looking at the map and the game state. Names is still in the running. I don't see how Nightmare gets back into this. I don't know if he has the production, because he has money, but he doesn't. He only has, he only has one base production here. However, Nightmare is trying to push back this expansion from NamesSuck on the northwest end, sorry, northeast end. Just decide to fuck off. Oh no, Dice got kicked out? No. That's GG. That's brutal. Unfortunately, Dice, who's certainly positioned himself in such a way to be able to take this victory, disconnected from the game. Nightmare and Names having a skirmish at the north end again. Fighting over this expansion, it seems. And SHEIK is as well pushing into the now AFK Dice's base, scooping up that EXP. So this is coming down to this. We have Nightmare, NamesSuck, and SHEIK. You just cleared out.
I'm in danger.
You just cleared out all of Nightmare's heroes. However, it looks like they both pretty much traded armies for it. The only standing army that NamesSuck has available right now is a single Frostworm. Who's winning? Now? It's anybody's game. All 3 of these players are equally positioned to win right now. I would say SHEIK is at a advantage, but it's not much of one.
Player's forces are under attack.
Names does manage to hold on to his base here. He manages to push back the aggression. And I'm not surprised that Nightmare is playing as safe about this. He is down to 6 totals or what have you. I think it's 6 totals. Five. Is that really 5? It is 5. So that's all he's got. Got 5 total. And some skinks wandering around here somewhere. He's down to 2,600 and he does not have another mineable base. This was his other mineable. Well, I suppose he could technically expand to here. In fact, I'm not sure why he hasn't tried to. Nightmare sneaking in and killing off the worker line again. They're just giving SHEIK all day just to heck all the way up to frickin' Kingdom Come, and I don't see him making much use of it though. Why is SHEIK not producing? Oh, because he's, I mean, he's capped supply, but he's not upgrading. Is he full upgrades? Oh, here we go. SHEIK's pushing into Dice's AFK base. The Chaos Tower is actually doing a lot of damage to this hero unit. It's a very well laid out base. This is actually pretty difficult for him to siege. He's taking a fair bit of damage. Not bad for an AFK base anyhow.
Player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
We have another skirmish between NamesSuck and Nightmare up here in the north. Nightmare does look like he's dumped off another 1,000 gold into Kodals. He has a full squad of Kodal in the air, which do look as though they're decidedly winning the match against the Frost Drakes, or the dragons here. With being able to cyclone the heroes to keep them out of the fight, it's not surprising.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, the Saurus Veterans back has retaken the battlefield, putting Nightmare back up to 2 heroes. Kodal are whittling away at every mob on the battlefield here. Names sitting in the base trying to take down a skink tower, I think. As well as trying to run away on the Master Necromancer. All the Kodal are very low, and Nightmare has 1,400 gold to his name. Honestly, if Names had just done damage and then dipped and then came back and done damage again instead of just lingering here, I think this would have been a very different situation. Because he could have milked Nightmare out of his remaining money pretty easily. So it's hard to tell how much bank somebody has in game, right? But I feel like you should have a decent sense that he's been stuck on one base this whole time. His main at that. Nightmare has has a reoccupied burb mode. He's taking the fight back to names now. Gonna try and get some revenge damage in here. Meanwhile, down south, SHEIK scoops up all the free EXP from Dice's base from him disconnecting, leveling him far, far into the lead. Yes. What is... I'm sorry for skipping away from the fights. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Sheets' game plan, or SHEIK's game plan is. I guess he's just... This is the game... Whoa, I don't know how I do that. I guess this is it. Kill all the yellow stuff for the free XP. And then go up north and clap the kids that have beaten themselves back to the Stone Ages. SHEIK's probably gonna be like level 10. Level 10, 10, 8, 8 or something by the time he finishes clearing out Dice's stuff. However, Nightmare's hero is actually level 8. It's not actually that large of a level gap. I think this will be the 4th Bone Dragon Valley that Nightmare has killed this game. Oh, well, he missed the one base. Two of the bases, so. But we'll see. He'd probably swing around and go clear them out. Nightmare's Codal Squad trying to sneak in here and pick off some more workers. Also picking off names as White King. And putting a lot of damage into his Master Necromancer. Bone Dragon on the way over. Sorry, Von Karstein. Oh, there you go. He found it. What are these items? What the fuck? Look at SHEIK's heroes items. +6 stats, +6 all stats, +6 all stats. That's the mana regen staff, right? And then +9 damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nightmare trying to establish the peace treaty between him and Names. I thought they both forgotten about SHEIK. SHEIK, who is just wandering around, gobbling up all the, you know, any free XP you can find. Wait.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
He says, go help me versus SHEIK, to which Names responds, I can't build anything, you just blew up all my fucking bone dragon roosts.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is he rebuilding them? Nope, SHEIK located a handful of skeletal corpses from NamesSuck. Where are his codals? Are they dead? This has got 3 of them wandering around here somewhere. Ah.
A player's forces are under attack.
I cannot believe we're like, what, 30 minutes into this match? Almost all, like half the players are dead. 30 minutes in. And SHEIK finds a fucking creep camp. It's gotta be surprising at this point in the game. Like, oh, wow, this is still here? Holy shit.
A town is under siege.
An exchange between Sheets and NamesSuck's bone drakes here. He's about to lose one of his Von Karstein's. Maybe. Actually, it looks like they move at a bit at exactly the same speed. Okay, little town portal hop. SHEIK's pushing in. Nightmare hitting from behind with what troops he has. They're trying to sandwich him together. This is the fight that's going to decide the victor right here. Got a cyclone on the Hydra. They do manage to bring down some of the black dragons. They thinned their numbers down to just 4 of them. Their heroes are very, very strong, though. Finally, the Saurus veteran from Nightmare goes down, as well as the High Priest. He's fleeing with the Von Karstein's he has left, but I don't think there's much of a...
Player's forces are under attack.
Just targeting down the Master Necromancer? Oh no, that's a Dread Knight, my bad. Yeah, I can't say anything, right? The Zig gold mechanic's not working? What? I wonder what he's talking about. I'm not actually sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, how does he know how much money he has? Oh, were they allianced? No. Is there a way you can see how much money your opponent has? Oh, maybe he looked on stream.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
All right. Well, I'm not one to call an early GG, but I think we honestly could have a little while ago on this one.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, good game, well
Player's
played.
forces are under attack.
I'd say this is, yeah, there we go. All right, people are leaving. Okay, cool. Like, I don't want to leave with the match is still playing, but yeah. So, yeah, Dice had a large lead. The guy had like 5 bases and almost a maxed out supply army. He crippled SHEIK and disconnected as he was crippling SHEIK. SHEIK then cleared out all of his AFK structures and units because he had so many bases, because he had such a large lead. He cleared out all of his bases and farmed all that EXP. He ended up going up north with like a full like level and a half lead or so because of that. Very exciting games though, very fucking cool. Very, very fun to watch. I'm gonna find out if anything else is going on, and if not, we can get some matches in. As soon as I can find my Discord. Oh, there it is.